Daddy, Daddy.
Right. I'm gonna have to be quick. I think she's coming, and when she finds me, I don't know what'll happen. I guess you're probably wondering where Andy is. I wanted him to be safe. There was a small hole in the bathroom while we're hiding, and you know me, I'm big boned. Guess he'd be able to fit through, being so lithe, as he likes to call himself. We squeezed him through and he's gone for help, but I don't think he'll find it in time. So I'm recording this for all of you. That way you'll hear it from my own mouth. Is that her? No. No, I think we'll be okay for a bit. First of all, I'm gonna have to apologise. I told you all a lot of lies. It's all been about Amelia. When me and Andy first got married, all we wanted to do was be together. We didn't need anyone else. We both always wanted kids, though. I guess I got broody about it. Seeing children playing in the park with their parents, it became quite painful. When we came out to you, you told us straight up, well, bang goes my grandchildren. So you probably knew how we were feeling. Childless, it wasn't an option for me. Look, neither of us wanted to adopt, and we both wanted to be the father. That meant having 2 children, one of Andy's, one of mine. But the thought of having a surrogate, a third person in our relationship, after all the time we spent hiding our love from you lot? What if the surrogate suddenly wanted to be part of the child's life? We just wanted to be a normal family. We talked about getting a dog instead. A year went by and it started eating away at me, and all I could think about was leaving nothing behind when I left the earth. And I saw it. This clinic. It was running trials for a new way for same-sex couples to have children. Both fathers, in our case, would be genetically connected to the offspring. The best part is, one of us would carry it. I mean, actually be pregnant with our own child. Andy thought it was a con, but I convinced him to book an appointment. After all, we could just walk away if they started asking for money, right? When we told you we were going to stay with the surrogate for 9 months, we lied. The clinic said I had to stay there whilst they studied and let me carry it. Anyway, we didn't actually want you finding out I was pregnant. You freaked out enough when we told you we were gay. Oh, what will His Holiness think? Yeah, we thought best if you didn't see this new aberration. Amelia was born by cesarean. Everything was normal. We went home. They said we'd have to come back every 6 months to measure and check her progress. I thought that was just part of the trial, but they'd hidden something from us. Do you remember Amelia's 8th birthday? Where she suddenly got angry for no reason, shouted at all the guests, all her little friends. We were so shocked, just out of character. 2 weeks later, she had that seizure. They told us to bring her in if she was ever at all unwell. We brought her in this morning. Another seizure. We started looking at her, measuring her, and doing all these things I couldn't understand. And then they came to us with the news. They were honest. For the first time in 8 years, we'd been visiting them. Was that her? I'm still processing this. When they created Amelia's embryo, they added something. Andy was right. It was the cruelest con ever. The clinical trial was nothing to do with solving our problem, no. They added this thing, this alien thing, a symbiont, they called it. The doctors and nurses were carrying symbionts too, controlled by them. They wanted to see if a human host could carry a symbiont. But no. The seizures were a sign that the symbiont was growing at a much faster rate than the human host. They said they'd have to remove it. I thought this was to save Amelia, but no. They said she would die anyway. They said if they left it in, Amelia and the symbiont would die. If they remove it, only Amelia would die. From the sudden shock of not having the symbiont in her system. And the symbiont would live, but only if. That's the thing. I'm mourning the loss of my daughter in this toilet, and at the same time, I am hiding from my child with that creature inside it, because when they find me, they're going to transfer the symbiont into my body. I carried Amelia, therefore we're compatible. Andy made us run and hide, but we knew this would only buy us time. The symbiont can smell me, sniff me out. It's not going to be long before it finds me. I guessed that when they find us, that they would kill Andy just to shut him up. So I helped him escape. Even though he didn't really want to leave me. When they find me, they'll take me to another room and operate. They'll take the symbiont out of Amelia's body. She will die. They'll put it into my body, and there's a good chance it won't work, so hopefully I'll die too. I mean, it's better than the other outcome, I suppose. Having this alien creature live inside me, God knows what that means. Even if I live, they'll keep me hidden. Prisoner. Right. Told Andy if he doesn't find help in time, I'll throw my phone out the window. He knows where to look. He'll find this recording. I wanted to call you, but there's no signal in the building. I think they've got some sort of blocker on the roof, a jammer. Oh, I so wanted to see you one last time. Andy, I know you did your best to try and find help, but who would believe such a story? You have to all believe me now. Because there are thousands of children out there with these symbionts living inside them. Mum? Dad? I love you. I love you all.